Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tadaima, Terrace House Podcast. The Tadaima crew is here today to kind of break some sad, unfortunate news. I don't know, man. I feel like Terrace House, outside of it, a lot of sad news has been happening recently. I guess I should rip it off like a bandage, right? Tokyo 2019-2020 is over.
It's done. Episode 40. It's been tweeted out just mere hours ago that Tokyo 2019-2020 is going to conclude with the 40th episode due to the worldwide pandemic, but national emergency declared in Japan. And yeah, everyone has to, all non-essential businesses have to close. You know, we all know the name of the game. Actually, Japan, I'm surprised it's not happening till now. I thought it would happen a little bit sooner, but here we are, man, you know, and it's just like, how crazy is this? We had all kind of feared it was going to come to this, so I don't think anyone is like super shocked that this is happening at all, but it still is like, okay, we have the finalized, the formal announcement now. Like this is it, and it's a dark time. I can't really say it any other way.
And we're not like we're sad about it, but we're not in any way criticizing this decision because this was obviously made with a lot of thought. And although we're disappointed that we don't get to see like lockdown Terrace House, I don't know if I would want to see that because, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. No one wants to be in the current situation, but here we are. And this was a decision made ultimately to benefit the staff and cast. So it's important that everyone is kept safe and our entertainment isn't the only thing prioritized here.
So I think maybe one positive out of this is it seemed like here with the first few episodes of part 3 in North America that Tokui might be coming back. It seemed a little less permanent, you know, their attitude towards it. They're still referring to him. They're still talking to him. So maybe the silver lining here is that if Terrace House ever does come back, maybe Tokui will be back at that time. Enough time will have passed.
But yeah, I think just for context, like I'm really curious about how 40 is going to look, right? I think for our show, we're not going to know for a while. But that stuff's happening mid to late February, like the stuff on that episode. I mean, Jack, so you're projecting we won't see the sequel to this season or the new season until post-vaccine times.
It won't be Tokyo 2019-2020. It won't even be Tokyo 2020-2021. It won't even be that. You know, it'll be if Terrace House can survive this, man. I really hope so. You know, but it's going to be something else. Probably won't be in a city. Probably be in some rural area. And it'll be a different name, be a different cast, different house. Hopefully, a lot of the similar panelists. I could see also that being switched up a lot too. So everything's on the table here. It's
impossible for us to say when Terrace House is coming back because we don't know what level they need to clear things, right? Like, they could be waiting for the complete all clear of a vaccine, or they could come up with some kind of solution in the interim. But I'm willing to at least bet that whoever is still in the house by episode 40, that's probably their last episode of Terrace House where they're a member of that house.
Yeah.
Sayonara.
While we're all kind of doom and gloom here too, I also want to just let our listeners know that we are not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. We are continuing to cover Terrace House for a long time. Even after we conclude our Terrace House 2019-2020 coverage, it looks like it might be on track to stop in either July, sometime maybe in August of this year. Even after that, we have a huge slate of stuff to cover still. We haven't talked word one really about Aloha State too much. We haven't even broached BGND yet. There are literally hundreds of Terrace House episodes we still need to cover. And it was always the plan to do that. So this isn't like too much of it is an adjustment, you know, rest assured. We are still like, you know, trying to figure out the best way to go about this, but we have always planned to go back and cover those episodes. So Tadaima ain't going nowhere. We're going to be here at least every Tuesday at a minimum, I would think. We haven't missed one yet.
Yeah, and I guess the other big question we have, right, is what does this mean for our international folks? Because we know there's some people who listen to our show that do, you know, stick to the international schedule.
For sure.
I guess our best projections are if Part 4 had continued without a quarantine and a virus destroying everything, we probably would have seen Part 4 drop on July 21st, actually, internationally. If they keep up the same pattern, though, and Part 40 is the final episode, prematurely or not, you might see Part 4 drop on May 12th.
It's feasible. We don't know yet, though, but
yeah,
it's not out of the
possibility.
Realm.
Yeah. So I guess maybe that's a silver lining if you're an international person. If you've already binged everything, you might be able to satisfy the rest of your binge in a month, maybe tentatively.
Yeah. I will say though, if we go along the Tadaima hype train like we always do, we've got at least a year of Terrace House to cover ish. Yeah. Tadaima Terrace House Podcast is gonna be. We got at least a year of content to cover probably.
We're here for you, y'all.
So we here.
And God forbid Terrace House stops completely and we run out of Terrace House to cover. We'll let you know what we have.
This has been Tadaima. Thanks for listening, and Iteki monks.